Coming up in this video...
Oh, wait, did you close the door?
How brave are you? Are you willing to put it to the test? Then watch these 30 scary videos that are not recommended unless you dare. Number 30, The Witch. How close can you get to a witch without her possessing you? YouTuber Chamos shares this video of a night he'll never forget. As they approach this remote home at night, they see something.
Onde? Bota a luz na casa, pô, à direita. Aqui. Na casa, homem. Ó, meu Deus, ela, Chamos. O quê? É, cara. É ela, velho. Deixa eu ver. Ó, velho, tem uma sombra lá, velho. Espera aí, daqui a câmera, daqui.
For some reason, Chamos and his partner get out of the vehicle and approach the creature before they quickly realize they don't want to get any closer.
Oi!
Pelo amor de Deus, velho! Chamos! Sai daí, cara! Ô, Chamos! Chamos, não vai, Chamos!
Ei!
But they realize they don't want to get any closer, and after zooming in, you can see why. I don't know if that's a witch, but I wouldn't want to get close enough to find out. On the way out of the forest, they spot the creature again.
Olha ali, ó! Olha ali!
What is this thing? Witch or not, nothing human has this eye shine, so I am sure it's something to fear. Number 29, Possession. Have you ever stumbled upon an image that haunts you? I've come across this one multiple times, particularly on the Brazilian side of YouTube, and it stuck with me. I had to find out what's going on here. I found the full video shared by Oliver Fear and EXTV. It's unclear to me if the girl in the selfie is the same girl that's in the other two frames of the original image. The original source or any additional context is unknown. According to EXTV, the woman suddenly fell into this state and her friends continued filming, thinking it was a prank. The woman's eyes turned wide and black as she started shaking uncontrollably. Slouched in the chair, she appears to be either in a state of seizure or of demonic possession. With the look in her eyes, I'm leaning towards a possession. What do you think is happening here? All I know is no one should be laughing. Number 28, Ghost Manor. This derelict building holds some dark secrets. YouTuber Dima Maslenikova is investigating Ghost Manor, and in the empty broken halls, he keeps hearing noises.
Мещерские, а также призраки рода Демидовых.
A moment later, he hears something louder. When he climbs up this makeshift ladder, he enters the second floor and then sees there's a broken way to the third.
Импровизированная лестница. Ой, ладно. Тупой весь прогнил. Понятно, почему там балки валяются тут. Любой шаг, и это может все обвалиться. Второй, это балки с третьего этажа.
In another room, he comes across this interesting object on the table.
Видим? Не знаю на что. Но, видимо, кто-то явно тут недавно тусовался. Бомжи-пати, как говорится, на кровати.
Could this be involved in some sort of witchcraft? I wouldn't put it past this place. It both looks and sounds haunted to me. Number 27, Children's Camp. What ghost haunts this creepy former children's camp? Is it that of a former counselor or a former camper? Dennis from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost Paranormal explores, and he quickly discovers that whoever it is, it's certainly angry. When Dennis goes to check it out, he is frightened away. As he enters the room, he finds someone is in there. And the eeriness continues. The voice, the running, the dragging, the mayhem. It sounds like the ghost of a child to me, and this active child spirit is now running the camp. Number 26, Poltergeist Labyrinth. Imagine something is chasing you through a maze, only you cannot see it. One of my favorite paranormal teams, Joe and Elliot of Ghost Theory, investigates this poltergeist labyrinth, a house full of sound and fury. Upon first entering, they start hearing noises.
Well, it's from my right, so it was down that way.
Of course it is.
And that just looks haunting.
It does. Hello?
You can hear some creaking, but is it just the house settling, or is someone there? They think it's just the wind until this happens.
Take my light. Where's my bag?
They start to hear banging around, and then they hear voices.
Is there someone in here with a gun?
You can clearly hear movement in the darkness.
Where's my bag?
They are capturing some cinematics before leaving when some of the loudest activity occurs. There's some conflicting thoughts about this video in the comments. Some believe that all the noises you're hearing are poltergeist activity. Others think there were intruders on site. Either way, my fear is running hot on this one. Number 25, Ghost flips the script. The ghosts haunting this place flip the script as YouTube team Paranormal Nightmare TV series tries to uncover what happened here. Several Steadicams throughout the building capture loud noises, one room after the other. And then this is captured. The The door swings open, and a small figure appears to be standing behind it. Watch again. Later, while Sean is in the basement solo, he realizes he's not solo after all.
Tom just touched my arm. Oh my. Tell me what your name is. Oh, hello.
Leave, said leave here.
The rest of the team laughs at Sean's reaction, but how would you respond if you felt something and then heard something in that darkness? Like Sean, I wouldn't be able to get out of there fast enough. Number 24, Portal. While visiting the Cosmopolitan Hotel, one of the most haunted hotels in San Diego, YouTuber Kelsey Davies asks the spirits a question, and she gets a pointed answer.
Is there a portal in this room? Oh, wait, did you close the door? Or did you just walk out?
You just walked out.
It seems to me like Kelsey found the portal.
Close the door? Or did you just walk out?
You just walked out.
That door just shut.
I wouldn't say that perhaps this is a swinging door, but a moment earlier, you see that it stood open for a moment without movement and without anything keeping it there. There is a portal, and it's through that door. At least that's what I think is going on here. Number 23, Evil Demon. An evil demon is trapped inside this haunted witch's house, and he wants to take you down with him. YouTuber Mosargi dares to explore the place, and he'll soon wish he never set foot in here. The place is immediately unwelcoming.
Dude, look at it. Oh, Joe, there's bumblebees everywhere. Yeah. Some of these guys are alive. Oh, I just got stung by something. Really? Something just bit me. I don't think it was a bee. Something felt like it grabbed me. Yeah. Something just grabbed me there. What the f?
Dude, I got scratched last time.
In the barn, they get truly creepy vibes.
Man, this reminds me of like every horror movie. Like running from like a madman with a chainsaw. Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude. Through a barn.
And they soon find their feelings are warranted.
All night long. SLS didn't really get anything, but... Yo! What the
f***? Something was walking upstairs, but what? Although they can't see it, it seems that the demon is here with them.
It was above us. We were somewhere below here.
No, actually, dude, something went up there. Something just opened that, like literally something just opened that door.
As Mo realizes there's something present, he becomes very ill without explanation.
You okay?
As it turns out, he felt something choke him. Was it the demon? I don't think there's any other explanation. This paranormal entity is powerful and apparently quite aggressive. Number 22, Demon Follows. When you're a paranormal investigator, sometimes entities attach themselves to you, so watch your back. The YouTube team Spirit Stalkers were followed home by a demon. While in this haunted prison, they start hearing things.
That's you, do it right now, loud!
Bro, what? Oh my...
Are you serious?
Did you hear that?
Oh, yes, I did. What the f?
A little later, they hear something even louder.
What the f is that?
Was that a firework or?
That was way too loud.
That was right above me, dude.
They ask the spirit if it knows one of the team members.
Yeah, do you know Jake already? If you do, can you make a noise or make an equipment go off? Oh my
bro!
Wow.
Oh my.
Why is it me?
Later, while using the Connect app, they receive a message from the unseen.
Help me! Oh my! Who's asking for help? What? This is insane right now. Are you the cop?
He tries to communicate with the spirits, and then the REM pod is triggered.
Oh my! I literally just saw something in front of me and then the REM pod goes off. Oh my! David, is that you? And then it stops.
But in the end, they feel that whatever is here has attached itself to Jake.
And it involved you. It involved Jacob Bruce from Bruce Naish. Seriously though, I almost made us leave. It was so terrifying and so disturbing. I almost pulled us out of the investigation. It would have been a first. Dude, something here does not like you.
Do spirits dislike specific people? I'm sure they do. There's probably something in Jake's own spirit that is too pure for them. Number 21, Confronted. In the Sister house, YouTuber The Fam is joined by Omar Gosh and Jasko. Oh, and I almost forgot, an evil demon. It begins early on in their investigation when they start hearing lots of sounds.
Dude, I'm getting so nervous. Just the fact that being closer to the door. Whoa, really? Wait, hold on, go back. I gotta see this.
After you.
Dude, this spirit's already messing with us, bro.
Upstairs, they're standing in the hallway when a picture on the wall starts moving.
Honestly, like, I really can't even believe we're back here. I mean, I don't know. Did that just move?
He is not tripping. The painting definitely moved, and like a lot. With nothing behind it, and in the next room... Dude! The mirror swings rapidly. Later, James is in the room by himself, and this happens.
By the time this comes out, what the was that? Oh, did you just freaking see that? Like, I literally heard that, and then immediately an orb came toward me. Oh, shit! That was loud.
Is it just me, or does a figure appear to move in the mirror?
Oh, did you just freaking see that?
It moves past, but doesn't seem to correspond exactly with James's arm, so I don't think it's his own reflection. And the light tapping becomes heavy footsteps as the rest of the crew joins him.
How the hell did it move?
Like even?
What the Wait.
Oh!
Oh,
hey, no. James!
Still, they continue their tour of this especially haunted place, and they come across this.
Whoa, what was that? What the hell was that?
Bro, look at the chairs. Look at the chairs.
Dude, there's freaking crazy orbs. No way, bro.
Yo, bro, look at all these orbs right now.
I'd be done too. This place is too haunted even for a ghost hunter. Number 20, House with Scary Rumors. A boy in Japan lost his family. They were all mysteriously found lifeless when he was discovered locked in the garage. The boy later drew this painful image. YouTube channel Fourth Wall shares his tragic tale as the house now seems to be haunted. Here's some video from one of the rooms. The home's new owner captured even more chilling footage. That sounded like a human voice, but there's no one here, and somehow it really didn't sound human at all. A still camera also captures something frightening in the garage. Did you see the feet? A camera from outside the garage captures no one. This is completely unsettling. What is in this cursed home? Was it haunted before or after this family lost their lives? Did this entity lock the boy in the garage, or was it saving him? So many questions without answers, but in my opinion, whatever is here is dying to wreak havoc again. For more scary videos like this one, be sure to check out Fourth Wall's channel. All of their videos have English subtitles. Number 19, Get Out. You don't want to hear this whisper at the Whispers Estate. The YouTube channel Crossing Art Paranormal was visiting the haunted Indiana estate when this happened.
You're sitting over here.
The angry EVP sounds like it's saying, "Get out." But the team doesn't listen. This is the end of the clip, so I don't know for certain if they'll live to regret it. All I know for sure is I'm going to stay far away from this haunted estate. Number 18, Child's Voice. Somehow, child hauntings are so much creepier than all others. YouTube team Outsider Paranormal SWPA captures this paranormal evidence in the form of a child's voice. Listen closely.
Yeah, I think I'm wounded.
First, it asks the team to come play. In another case, they capture this unknown voice. That one didn't have any discernible childlike qualities, but this next voice does sound like a child's laugh. The laughter was so loud in the team's headsets that they immediately ripped them out of their ears.
Did you hear it? Yeah. Go.
Yeah. It was like right here.
It sounded
Because
like...
it was in my right ear, your left, and we have our headsets in
I
our
heard
ear.
it through this. It was loud as...
Oh, I heard it right here.
The child ghost has come to play, and it sounds to me like he or she is laughing at them. Number 17, Haunted Castle. This haunted castle's history includes many lives lost of resistance fighters during World War II, and that history is making the YouTube team, Project 51, sick to their stomachs.
Ouais, t'enregistres là ou pas?
Ouais, j'enregistre.
C'est un animal ou c'est on dirait on tape? Non? C'est un animal?
Je pense que c'est un animal, ouais.
Putain, mais c'est ouf.
On aurait dit quelqu'un qui marchait avec des sabots.
Écoute, les bruits bizarres, les abois bizarres.
Ouais.
They hear some knocks, but they think it sounds like someone walking with hooves. Later, David becomes inexplicably unwell.
Il y a David qui va pas bien du tout, les amis. Oh putain, ça va pas, David. Tu veux qu'on continue, David?
Ouais, on continue. Hein.
Ah, mais là, t'es pas bien du tout, hein.
Ouais, c'est juste la gerbe, quoi. Je comprends pas.
He tries to continue, but immediately feels sick again.
Ça remonte, ça repart.
David, on arrête, hein. Ça sert à rien de continuer si t'es pas bien.
Whatever is in this castle is not sitting well with David. I'm no doctor, but I'm willing to bet that his reaction was caused entirely by the evil in this place. Number 16, Levitating Witch. You don't need to see a broom to know this figure is a witch. TikToker The Void 402 shares footage of a levitating witch in the middle of a deserted place. There isn't any information with this video, so I'm not sure where this was captured or by whom, but the closer the vehicle gets to the figure, the harder it is to deny that it's a witch. I'd be driving fast and far away before they end up cursed. Number 15. Hinsdale House, called the Real Exorcist House. The Hinsdale House has been explored by a laundry list of paranormal professionals. Add YouTuber Exploring with Angelo to that list. While using a Ouija board with Jasko, they land on a message they don't want to receive.
Z-A-L? Something?
Oh, no. Put this to goodbye. Goodbye.
What does that mean?
Oh, no.
I don't even know what does that mean?
I get it now. A-Z-A-Z-E-L. Azazel.
Oh.
A demon.
A moment later, Angelo starts feeling lightheaded, while Jasko starts feeling something else.
Really lightheaded all of a sudden. What's going on?
Dude, it literally feels like something is just holding my arm right now. Like,
dude, your hairs are like standing up. Look at that.
It literally,
what the hell? It's like
bro,
static.
Look at my. You could literally see a mark of like something literally around my hand right now.
The tingling lasts for a long time, and Jasko thinks a change of scenery will help.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go outside. I need some air.
That's probably for the best.
Holy cow, dude.
Did a demon just enter and try to hold Jasko's hand? If so, I don't think Jasko should allow himself to be led anywhere. Azazel only wants one thing, to steal his soul. Number 14. Sean's Haunted Home. Sometimes paranormal investigators get into the biz because they've experienced their own hauntings. That's true of the YouTube team, The New Reality Paranormal, who are investigating Sean's haunted home in this scary video. While listening closely in the home, they hear a strange EVP.
What was that?
That was something outside.
The voice is indiscernible, but it's there. Later, they again hear a disembodied voice.
So again, we're gonna add another piece of equipment.
Did you just say something? Did you just say something?
Add another piece of equipment.
Right before. Nah, dude, I just heard a hey.
But one of the creepiest captures is during a spirit box session when this woman's voice comes through.
You'll catch us.
It sounds like she's saying, "Don't leave me." I would feel sorry for her if she didn't sound so spooky. I'd leave here ASAP. Sorry, not sorry. Number 13. Valley of Ancient Evils. Skinwalkers walk the earth in the Valley of Ancient Evils. YouTube team Unearthing the Supernatural unearths this evil as they wander the valley at night. Using a spirit box in a cavern, they ask the spirits their name. This is the response they receive.
Can you tell me your name? Skinwalker.
Now that they know what they're dealing with, every noise they hear is creepy.
This right here. This right here.
As they continue their spirit box session, one of the team sees something.
Incoming! Incoming. Grab the sword and the REM pod. Goodbye.
They gather their stuff and quickly prepare to leave. That's when they see this. They speak with the figure but receive no answers. But it seems that in paying their respects, they are left unharmed. I don't know what this higher power being is, but if it's a skinwalker, I think these guys are lucky to have made it out of the desert with their skins intact. Number 12. Attached. When dealing with ghosts, paranormal investigators should take care not to bring something home with them. YouTuber Chris L. Luna has, and now she isn't sure how to get rid of it.
Ahorita que estaba aquí sentada, trabajando, Vuelvo a escuchar ruidos muy extraños detrás de mí cuando no hay absolutamente nadie.
She explains that she's been ignoring the noises she hears in her home, but at the moment, she's heard many behind her, and there's no one home but her. After showing viewers her empty house, she hears this. The growl sounds like it's very near, like right next to her. I think this would be the end of the paranormal investigation for me. Once you bring an attachment like this home, the love for your job has gotta fade. Number 11, Abandoned Village. YouTube team HD Adam Paranormal finds themselves crying from fear in this mysterious abandoned village. That's because it's not totally abandoned. In the darkness of this derelict hut, they start to hear noises.
Kalk gidelim, kalk gidelim.
Ne oldu?
Kalk gidelim.
Ne oldu?
Kalk gidelim lütfen, kalk gidelim bak. Deprem oluyordu ya, depremin farkında mısın?
They ask the spirit to prove its presence.
Burada olduğunu kanıtla. Cin!
With the light back on, the presence continues to shake the room.
Bu duvardaki şeyleri başka bir şey zannettim ya.
When they ask it to move the door, the spirit complies.
Önümüzdeki kapıyı hareket ettirebilir misin? Cin! Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kapıya doğru bak. Kapıya doğru bak.
The team thinks the entity playing around with them is a genie. I think, genie or not, whatever is here will soon be done playing. Number 10, Flame to Life. Can you call forth a genie with a few words? YouTuber Barack Dogan Paranormal suggests that's what's happening here. Watch as the chanter brings a flame to life.
Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber.
He then puts it out with a word.
Gelebilirsin Burak kardeş.
Does this man have the power? A closer look makes me think the flame is superimposed onto the tray.
Allahu Ekber.
So is this just an editorial trick, or are we looking at real evil magic here? It's up to you to decide. Number 9, Haunted Bar. Pull a pint with this ghost and YouTube team, Tommy among the tombstones. The paranormal investigators head to a haunted bar, and their chat with the spirits sees some action.
Now, we're gonna try to communicate with you in an older way.
Dude, it's touching it. It's touching it.
Thank you for touching that.
After making their presence known, the spirit amps up its energy.
Dude.
More energy.
What? Oh my.
I just got chills.
That seems like a pretty pointed remark through the spirit app, and it turns out the spirit is somewhat disgruntled by their intrusion.
If you don't want us to do the spirit board, touch that.
Leave me alone.
What? What the dude? It does not want us to do this.
I agree, it does not want them here. If I had to guess, this spirit would like to drink his spirits in peace. Number 8, Haunted Lobby. Something went down in this condominium lobby, and the ghosts have remained here ever since. Redditor Mr. Top Stallion shares this security footage of the mysterious happenings at a luxury condominium in Florida. The Redditor says they've seen translucent figures in all 3 buildings of this condominium. But Redditors in the comments think this can be explained with some saying it's a temperature differential, others a glass flaw shatter, and still others a hot spot due to the light above. Regardless of these naysayers, considering the history of this place, I think it's a poltergeist's doing. Number 7. Creature in the darkness. A pale-faced creature is stalking the darkness, and YouTuber Terror Al Extremo is stalking it back. At first, the creature is barely distinguishable.
No se ve nada, ¿verdad? Es que sí, la neblina está...
But then it can be seen passing behind a pillar. And then around the side of the building. It starts causing chaos. And it doesn't stop. When they try to walk away, it draws them back in.
Uy. O sea, ya hay alguien, Leo. ¿Ya viste?
It's like they're playing a game of cat and mouse, and it's getting more and more dangerous. But what creature is playing with them? They spot it again in the end, but it's just a fragment of the being.
Ay, Leo, allá banco. Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
What is this thing? I am not sure exactly, but it's definitely a paranormal entity judging by all the mayhem. Number 6. Ghost Town. While taking a ride through a real ghost town, YouTubers, the G-Team Paranormal Investigators, see things in the old historic homes. One viewer, David Armitage 2103, sees a face in the window here. Another viewer, Tiffany May 3939, says she sees an adult and child figure walking. Do you see these things too? Did this ghost town tour turn up real life ghosts? It's hard to tell with this single video. I think the G-Team should explore these old buildings further. Who knows what mysteries may be uncovered. Number 5. Mallard's Pub. There's a terror in the attic at Mallard's Pub, and YouTube team, The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations, are feeling its wrath.
Dude, I can't believe something mapped on the ceiling up there. Whoa, what the And something moved. It sounded like something ran on. Whoa!
The fallout is legitimately terrifying.
Whoa, what the And something moved.
Something is in the attic of this pub with them, and its goal is clear to me: to torment whoever dares to enter. Number 4. Yellow Murder House. The Yellow Murder House is as haunted as they come. YouTuber Carlos the Fam and his team are here to investigate, and they quickly grow panicked.
Alright guys, this is crazy. I'm starting to see eyes and bunnies running around out here and outside. What the I'm coming.
His crew is frightened by something, but we don't see what. Though the house is highly unsettling, they continue in their solo explorations. That's when Carlos hears this.
This is where I get the most energy, the most... Something tapped over there and scared the heck out of me.
In the area where he feels the darkest energy, Carlos finds a circle on the ground.
What's this? See the circle, guys? Someone doing something here? Were they doing like a pentagram or something?
My guess would be yes, This must be ritualistic, maybe a salt circle produced for protection. I can feel it through the screen. There is something in here that needs protecting from. Number 3, ghosting. At around 5 a.m., Redditor SEC126's security camera captures what appears to be a spooky apparition. See for yourself. It looks like a ghostly shape shifts into view. The Redditor says the motion sensor was triggered by this. Redditors in the comments share their theories. While some do think it's a full-body apparition passing by, I don't think the video is clear enough or long enough to tell for sure. Number 2, ghostly footsteps. When you hear footsteps in a place like this, run. YouTube team, 3 Spires Paranormal, have left a steady cam recording inside this haunted property, and this is what it captures. Here it is, louder this time. But it's not just ghosts that these guys have to worry about.
Hello? My camera's gone off to say we've got intruders. Oh, sorry. You're off to ghosts? Well, we're just leaving. Right, okay, nice one, yeah? Yeah, sorry about that. I don't want to throw the torch at you, mate. No, that's fine, that's fine.
Luckily, this encounter ends with positive vibes, but to me, it's a reminder that one should be sure they're not trespassing, even if the place is a hollowed out ghost haunt. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Body found. Not every priest is holy. YouTuber Lewis Clark found that out firsthand when he came across this grisly scene in a church. As they enter, Ben hears something.
Bruv, what are you doing, bruv? Bruh, it's an open church. Bruh, it's an open church.
Although it's an open church, Ben has reason to hide.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's
Excuse me, what's he doing?
Ben,
Please,
Ben.
can you come and leave?
This is an open church, though, no?
Yes, but it's closing time. If you had on the door, you'd find these are closing hours. I'm busy, I have things to do.
The priest appears suspicious, especially since he just dragged in a body bag. As the guys interrogate the priest for a bit, he gets angrier.
That's my church!
Yeah, we're gonna leave. All right,
Now!
we're going, alright? We're going. Just, let's be calm, yeah? Let's be calm. We are leaving.
I was calm until you
Yeah, we're
started.
leaving.
We're leaving, get out, now!
They capture a closer look at the body bag, but they're otherwise run out of the church. Still, they spy through the window.
What is he doing? Oh no. What is he doing? I can't really get a visual. He's doing something. Oh, there's blood. We need to go and confront him. We need to stop it. What if the person in there's alive?
That's the last thing I'd do. As you might have guessed, when they confront him, he overreacts once more.
Get out of my church!
We don't want to go. Get your hands off him! Get your hands off him! Get off him!
Get off me!
You're a psycho! You're a psycho!
I'm merely doing my job.
When the guys threaten to call the police, the priest makes a run for it.
Please, like,
No, don't come near him, right? We're calling the police.
There's nothing
right?
wrong.
If there's nothing wrong, carry on doing what you're doing. There's nothing wrong, though.
Oh, there's nothing.
Where are you going?
What do you mean?
Ben, call the police right now.
I'm not going nowhere.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Where are you going?
Although it would be tempting to chase down this suspect, I would not recommend it unless you dare.